Like, comment, subscribe, share, press up that notification bell. Each time a video is posted, you'll get the notification. What will be able to separate us from God's love? Will height, depth, principalities, power, rulers of darkness? What will be able to separate you from the love of God? Famine, pestilence. You don't know what will able to separate you from God's love. But me dare to tell you, nothing can separate me from God's love. Me been there and done that. Many danger, tile and snare. Me there. I've been through thick and thin. I've been through hills and valley. I remember growing up as a child. I went to Oak Valley. My mom didn't have it to give us food like that. My mother was a domestic helper. We going to school, never have lunch. Back then we could go home for lunch. I remember my mom used to work in Ellis Flats. And she would tell us, come down by Ellis Flats lunchtime for your lunch. Me, Carl, and Earl. And we went down to Ellis Flats for our lunch. And hurry up. And how we get the lunch? The people them gonna work. And my mother make little bread and something and give it, and we shut it and gone back up the hill and gone to school. We were contented. My mother was a single mom. She worked hard. She toiled hard. My mom never put up the foolishness. We were well kept. We were well protected. Back then, growing with my brothers, it was joy. They protect me. They care for me. School over, they have to make sure that I am coming with them. They never leave me. They hold my hand. They take me home. Take me straight home. I remember growing up, my mom had one coal stove. She would go out and work and come back, come home. We're hungry. And to catch up the coal fire. Remember now one coal fire, you know. I know say meat have to cook, food have to cook. And she came home from work. And she catch up the coal fire. And she start to cook. The food finish. And she take off the food and prepared to put on the meat. And we sat and we waited patiently for her to finish cook the food. Before the food finish, she would call, Sharon, you beard? Call and Earl on the beard already? Can you not eat unless on the beard? And we never get our food without juice. And my mom feed us. She grow us well. She feed us. We're never hungry. You know, my mom was a domestic helper. You know, and my mother would get clothes for us to wear. My mom didn't have it to go to buy clothes for us. But we were contented with what we have. You know, entering Oak Valley, a Gaelic scenario, you know, 1972, I entered Oak Valley, the first set of students to enter Oak Valley Experimental down by Augustown Road. That is where I see children without foot. You know, and I remember when I went in the school, all hell broke loose. I held on to my mom and I said, I am not staying here. When I look and see the guy coming around on his bottom, no foot, I yelled, I screamed. That first day, I could not stay in Oak Valley. I had to go home with my mother. I said, Mama, I am not going back to that school. Mama, you know, see the boy now no foot. The boy now no hand, Mama. Me nah stay. And the next day, I never went to school. The teacher said, Mother, she have to come to school. And I remember I went to school the third day. And I tell you, say, me no go in a bathroom. I went over in grade 1. Me no go in a bathroom. What me say? Because each time I look, the boy when I have no foot and no hand, I blop in bottom I come. And I ran and I yelled. And the teacher sat me down and she said, he's not gonna do you anything. Me say, Miss, me want go home. Me say, me want go my mother, me want my mother. And I bear on until school was over. And I ran through the gate. Run through the gate. And got itch up waiting on my brothers. Because all of us went to Oak Valley. Carl was the biggest one. And he take me home. The third day, I don't know how I make it out. The fourth day, Lord Jesus, I can't wait for Friday come. That school now keeps at the sun and I now go get to see the boy. We now no foot and a jump on him bottom. And I don't know who tell the boy, say me afraid of him. And make me tell you something. That boy take it for your habit. You know, sir, me, him look out for every day. Every day, him look out for me. And I say, Carl, you know, see the boy when I no foot him everywhere me go in my trouble me call. Call me want go home to mama, me not stay, me not stay. From me a baby till now, I'm a crying person. Me no ram for ball. Yeah, me ball. This will tell you all about the balling part. Cause me love ball. Yeah. Balling is my hobby. Yes, I'm not, yes, my ball enough. And I went home. Dying for Friday. Cause I don't want to see boy when I no foot. Monday morning come back again. I have to encounter with him. So I have to start get tough. Cause I was only 6-year-old. 6, you know? Oh God, what a 6. You know, and I began to adjust. You know, Uno Patrick. He always on a skateboard. He's deceased now. That is the person I'm talking, Patrick from Oak Valley. That was the first person I saw without foot and hand. And I take my time and adjust. Until me start 1 and 2. Cause me fully still now go me a 1, 2. Until me still, you know, me a go and see me until me get little bit used to him. You know. Oak Valley was a bomb. You know, beaten. Our principal was Mr. Lawrence. And when Mr. Lawrence, you see me coming with one Sybil Jack. Yeah, one rubber something. You know. I have this friend, Paul Campbell. Roger Gauntlet, if they can remember those days. And when we see Mr. Lawrence come, remember, everybody have a canter. And say if he glimpse you, he might come straight to the class for you take you out and beat you. That was Mr. Lawrence. You know, I grew good. Never rude. Go to school, go home. First time people take care of you. Them see you on the road, them hurry up, go home to my your mother. Don't linger up on the road. When you reach up another part again, you see some more people. Come on, hurry up, go on home to your mother. That was the days. You grow me, and my mother grow you. You understand? It was so, good growing up. Until we started, I start transition until, me start turn big girl now. And I remember, I went to school and you ever set a guy from Augustown, I just call him name. We go to school and I take off my shoes. I had one pair of shoes. One, and I was contented with the one pair of shoes. But here me at school I played dandy shandy and baseball and I put on my shoes. And so one of the boys them take my shoes and fling up on the top of the building. Fling up on the top of the building. You know what happened? Me have to go home barefoot. I went home barefoot. I know what it is to go to school barefoot. Because I only had one pair of shoes. And I tell you, I went to school the next day. Because I wake up and I say, where your shoes? And me ask, no, so the shoes left at school. And me and mumble and she said, come out and go out of school barefoot. Yo, me have to come out. God know me go to school barefoot the morning. Because I'm fat and chubby, I go to school barefoot. But me still can't take that go to school barefoot. When I go to school, the boy they go up on top of the roof. Go take down my shoes. So they wicked. One shoes, and then they took it. Hide my shoes. Come did I play dandy shandy and baseball. We could stay up back at school and play, and when the sun cool, we could walk it home. We didn't have to worry, say nothing is gonna happen to us. So we were well protected by elders, by everybody. So that is story one. More story to come. This is just a part of me. There's a lot more in store. So if you like this video, share, comment, subscribe. Click that notification bell. Thank you for watching this video. A little child shall lead the way.